Alrighty. This is it. Episode 9 of the Bozo Buzz. Zach, do you want to see if I'm within frame?
I want to see you watch.
Make sure, go check to see if my whole body is in there. Does it look good?
Wait, it doesn't have to see your legs?
No, I don't really see my legs. Just my top of the head. Can you see up here? You can see it? You see down here? Do I look beautiful?
But I can't see this part a little.
All right, that's fine. You see the table though?
Yeah.
You see my face? Look at it. If I smile.
I see your face. Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, so this is episode 9 of the Bozo Buzz. Trust me, guys. I'm trying to start something new here. So I'm gonna try to do my podcast as I record for YouTube. So YouTube legit is gonna start at episode 9. Sorry. If you want to listen to the rest of episode 1 through 8, you got to go on the Bozo Buzz. It's on Anchor, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify. The Bozo Buzz, and you go through the whole seasons. That's my podcast. So, is it a little crooked, Zach? Is it crooked?
No.
Okay. All right. It looks crooked from here. So if it's crooked, sorry guys. This is all trial and error. So let me patch in my podcast quick.
Why is there a green right there?
Huh?
There's a green spot.
All right, that's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Is it still red on the top?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, wait, guys. All right, we are back with the Bozo Buzz. Episode 9. Let's get it on! How'd it look? Look pretty good? You want to be in it?
No!
All right, okay.
I would do a YouTube video then.
I am doing a YouTube video. That's what I'm doing right here.
And then it'll be on. And then there's gonna be a different YouTube.
Yes, it's a different YouTube. Yep, it's my show. I'm trying to make it big, buddy.
I'm gonna try to think of a YouTube video.
Okay, you think of one.
I'm trying to make a.
Anyway, guys, for those who are listening on the podcast of the Bozo Buzz, I am making a YouTube video. So after I get this done, I should have a YouTube video posted for episode 9 of the Bozo Buzz.
I'm 41.
You're 41.
I'm 41
All right,
years old.
Zach is my producer. He's over here killing it. Hey, if you want to talk, buddy, you got to come over here and sit by me. Do you want to sit by me?
Well, when you're done, it's my turn because I'm going to do a YouTube video.
Oh, you're going to make your own YouTube video?
Yeah.
Jeez. So today I want to talk about a lot of stuff Big Brother, right? Because I'm having a horrible time with Big Brother and how they want to make everything racist and bullying. Like I'm losing my mind. This is the generation of 2022. It's the bullying and racism. That if you are infatuated with the house guest on Big Brother and they start losing, racism, bullying. I'm done. I'm done. This is such crap, and nobody sees it. Like it's mind blowing to me. Nobody sees the crap.
Don't say the F word. No, it's gonna be a bad one.
I'm not saying the F word.
I'm gonna do the Lil Nas X song.
No, you're not. No, we don't do Lil Nas X. No, we do not do Lil Nas X. I banned Lil Nas X from this household because it's a guy that pretended to be pregnant.
Oh, exactly. We should do.
So, guys, if you're listening to this and you're not doing anything, grab yourself a drink, tune in, because at some point I have to stop the podcast and restart it because it's like 30-minute increment. I think I'm just gonna do a 40-minute video, 40-minute podcast. We're gonna keep it the same. It is what it is. So, if you're not doing anything, grab yourself a drink. If you're on your way to work, that sucks. I don't know what to tell you. So I have a couple notes here. Before we hit Big Brother related, all right, we got to look up a couple things. So, my disclaimer. Zach, you want to read my disclaimer?
Yeah.
Can you read this disclaimer? It's pretty big. All right, come on. Bring a chair over, buddy. Bring a chair over.
I can stand.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and read this. Right here.
Disclaimer: this is a
Satire
podcast. There's going to be an offensive comments and jokes. Some are true,
Yep.
Some are false.
Yep.
I'm telling stories.
That's right.
Here, and these are all
Alleged claims.
Alleged claims.
Yep.
All names have been altered
To preserve identity.
to preserve identity.
Yep.
This is 21 and older only podcast.
Yep.
This following
Yep.
podcast features words, stunts, actions,
Performed by professionals.
or under the
Supervision
of Smith
of professionals. Accordingly, Sam Smith
Insist that nobody recreated
or reenact
and of these stories or stunts that I will speak about. I'm gonna be mean. Y'all gotta
deal with it or see yourself out.
Grab a drink.
Grab a drink. Thank you, buddy. All right, you may go back to producing this crazy podcast. I feel awkward. I don't know why. I just feel like, am I still within frame, buddy?
Yes.
All right, so I don't know. Like it's a whole different world. I feel like I'm back on my TV show. For those that I used to watch, remember my TV Send It with Sam? I feel like that's where I'm in right now. So regardless, so I don't know. Hey, you gotta be quiet. It's recording. All right, so I remember when I was doing my podcast, I never knew how long the phone recorded. This is a whole trial and error. So we're doing this together. Buckle up. I don't know what's going to be said. And again, disclaimer, if you are going to take whatever I say very lightly, get the hell out. I don't care. I do not care. Thank you, Zach. I don't care. Bye. See ya. Go. Why are you even here? Why? If you don't like me, go. I don't care. Get out of here. So before we hit Big Brother related, we're going to talk a little bit about my normal podcast crap that I would talk about on a Monday. Hey, is it still red?
Yes.
All right, we're good.
I'm gonna try to do That's Amazing. That's gonna be my YouTube video, so I can be on That's Amazing.
Oh, amazing. All right, so the first thing I want to address is, so moving to Florida, tons and tons of people have reached out to me acting like we're friends. And we're not friends. We weren't friends in PA. We're not friends in Florida. We're Facebook friends. We're Instagram friends. But people, somehow they associate with being in a state that you are now their vacation hotspot. That's not how this is at all. At all. Like, if you never made it to hang out with me before in PA, and all of a sudden now you're like, Sam, you're in Florida now. What's up, buddy? You want to meet at a bar? No. So, for example, a lot of people from moving to Florida, a lot of people have reached out to me and be like, hey, Sam, we're coming down to Miami January 27th. Where are you going to be at? I'm going to be at the same place I was at when I was in PA. I'm going to be home, minding my own business, in my own life. And why do you think we're like friends now? It's starting to be my pet peeve. Why do you think that now because I moved, now we're friends? Hey, Sam, me and the wife, we're coming down on an anniversary. We're going to be getting jet skis and stuff. Where are you at? Same place I was in Pennsylvania. Nothing has changed. And somehow people misconstrued this. No.
But I can't open it. It's really hard.
Are you going to drink the water?
I thought I was gonna.
You got to drink the water. We're not doing flip cup and wasting my water.
But it's not amazing.
No, you had the Gatorade. You gotta split the Gatorade out,
That
buddy.
doesn't work.
I'm sorry.
This is the only one that works.
Yeah, and then you're gonna blow it, and then tomorrow you're gonna want a new water bottle. You gonna drink that water?
No,
You gotta drink the water.
I will. But I was gonna waste it.
You're not gonna waste it.
I want to. I always do that.
No.
And then
No.
I fill it up with the
All
drink.
right, it's what, 25 cents. Go pour a little bit out. Last one. Do
Hey,
not do it anymore.
YouTubers.
So I'm getting highly annoyed by this, that people are all of a sudden thinking we're friends when we're not. You never made it an effort to hang out in PA. Not one time. And I'm a very friendly guy. I'll hang out with anybody. And all of a sudden, when you're in PA, and when I was living next door to you, nothing happened. But all of a sudden, Sam moves to Florida with his family. Hey, Sam, we're coming down to Kissimmee. Where you at? Let's hang out. Let's not and say we did. Because you were nowhere to be found in Pennsylvania. Now, all of a sudden, you want to be friends in Florida? Not doing it. Not doing it. Don't care. So we'll get rid of that in my podcast notes. And then let's talk about... Okay. My biggest pet peeve for being in Florida. Again, a new pet peeve. A new biggest pet peeve is people that think I speak Spanish. It's not the point that... No. Way too loud. Buddy. No. You're not. Go flip it in the garage. Zach. Go flip it in the garage. Go flip it in the garage.
I'll come back when you say.
You can come back when you stop flipping. Nice. You actually got it. Nice. All right, go. Go to the garage. Shut the door. Shut the door. Shut the door. Okay. It's not the point that I think, like, I would like to speak Spanish, because I would. I'd like to be fluent in Spanish. It's the point that people will try to make me feel bad for not speaking Spanish. That's what it is. So I pulled up to many stops, and it'll be a Spanish guy will come out, and he'll be like, Casiendo we Floro. And I'll be like, huh? And he'll be like, oh, you don't speak Spanish? No. Oh, okay. All right, go down to door 2. Why'd you even start like that? Why'd you think I assumed that I speak Spanish? Like, I don't know why. It rubs me the wrong way. Because I feel like they try to act cool by speaking a different language. And now they're going to make me feel bad. Like, oh, you don't know what I'm saying? What a dork. Makes me mad. And that happens a lot to me. Oh, you don't speak Spanish? No. Should I? I mean, being in Florida, I probably should. Technically. But it makes me mad. I don't know why. It rubs me the wrong way. It's not my problem that you like so this is the tricky part of this. When I said on the podcast before, because I think I've talked about this already, and I've said, do I look like I speak Spanish? And people were like, you're racist. Do I look like I speak Spanish? It's not the point that I look like I speak Spanish, because I don't honestly care. It's the point that, like, look at me. Look at me. It's not the point that, like, do I look Spanish? Look at me. If I walked in right now, hey, I have a delivery for you, what part in your brain is like, oh, you don't speak Spanish? Oh, okay. Do I look like I speak Spanish? Do I look like I speak French? Do I look like I speak Armenian? No. So what in your puny little brain did you think, he's probably a Spanish speaker? Like, it's a total weird flex. It's a flex that you want to get one up on me, that when I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, okay, let me get the English. So go over to doc number 2. You can pull your pen. No, you should have started off with that. It really makes me mad. It just rubs me the wrong way. So let's delete this. So far, so good. This is a good one. So, for a while now, after Big Brother, obviously I'm very loud. My personality is very loud. Everything is very, very loud. And people think it's a compliment to tell me that what I'm doing in life is not great, and I could be so much more. And I don't know if this was like a Big Brother, after you've been a little bit of TV. I don't know where this comes from, but it sucks, because then it makes you feel like a failure. So multiple people have said, wait, Sam, you're a truck driver? And I'm like, yeah. And they go, oh, you could be so much more, man. You're totally wasting your life. You could be doing so many things. All right, give me a phone number, give me an email, give me a message board where I could like let someone know that I could do so many things and give me that opportunity. And nobody has that. But everyone's so quick to say, Sam, you could be so much more. Give me the thing then. Give me what you think you're talking about. And it's getting highly irritating. And this is a Big Brother related CBS crap show that just because you had a little bit of fame on TV, people think now that you've crossed the threshold. So many messages I've gotten from people that are like, "Oh, you're rich now. Like you can afford that." No, I can't. What did I get that gets me money? Nothing. And people are so blinded and brainwashed by this that they think I have money now. I don't. I don't. I'm working a normal job. I'm a blue-collar guy working normal jobs. And yet people will sit there and be like, Sam, you could be so much more. You are wasting your life. Great. Tell me how to change it. Give me help. Give me an introduction to somebody who you know. No, nothing. They never have anything, but they're so quick to be like, Sam, you could be so much more. Show me then. Give me a chance. Nothing. And I see Big Brother people now sucking the balls of CBS. Oh, give me my own show. You won't be Shut up. We've all been there. You're just not used to the fame part of this. And that's why they're spiraling. And, oh, CBS, give me a show. I'm the best there's ever been. Shut up. Is your followers hitting the millions on Instagram? No. Take that as a hint. If you are all that special online, your followers will be blowing out of proportion, but they're not. Take that as a hint. Obviously, you're not as loved as you think you are. And people come out the show think that that's the biggest thing. Give me my own show. Let me interview people. And I made the same mistake. I'll be first to admit it. I made the same exact mistake that I thought I was something then that I wasn't. I thought like, yo, personality like mine, you could never get that anywhere else. This is me. This is Sam. What's up? I got a lot to offer. It doesn't work like that. And I see the same mistake as other Big Brother house guests coming out that they think they're all that. You're not. You can take your followers on social media and that will give you your answer. If you start on Instagram and you were on Big Brother and you come off the show and you have 500,000 followers and you just start posting stuff and your followers go 550, 600,000, 650, 700,000, climbing, then you know you're onto something. At that point, the followers are increasing. You got something. But if you're sitting there with 60,000, 80,000 followers and it's dwindling, going down, and then you're going to sit there and be like, CBS, give me my own show. Obviously, I'm loved. What's up? Obviously, you're not. Your followers are dwindling. Big time. And people make this mistake all the time. And I just watch Big Brother people come out the show now, and I look at it, I'm like, relax. You're not all that you think you are. Otherwise, you would be given an opportunity. You know who was given the chance, the opportunity? Jeff Schroeder? No, is that his name? Jeff Schroeder. Yeah. Yeah, the guy that's married from Big Brother, Jeff Schroeder. I think it's Jeff Schroeder. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go with it. He's on a show. He's a great guy. When you see him in person, his personality trumps yours. And that's a big giveaway. When somebody's personality trumps yours, you know they're here and you're here. So if you think you're all that and you walk up to someone and you're like, whoa, like, geez, bro, your personality, you're right here. I'm right here. Like this guy. Now, I might have people that are like here and I'm here and they think like, Sam, you're all that. You're that. But like, I see people that are here and I'm here. Are you catching my drift? I don't know. And I don't want to be mean, but people just think that coming off of a reality TV show that you're given every opportunity in the world. You're a multimillionaire now. And I used to think the same as I think. I thought if I was ever on a big show, I'd be at pow, a minute to win it. And you're not. Like, it's wild. The train of thought is wild. Let me just make sure the phone is still recording. Hang on a second. I don't want Melissa's phone to die. We're 20 minutes in, guys. 20 minutes in. So, I, for one, am tired of hearing people say I could be so much more. Because I'm trying. I'm trying to be so much more. I'm trying to give Bradley the life that I could never dream of. Like, I'm trying. And, like, I'm busting my balls trying to collab, trying to reach out to people, this and that, sending a lot of messages that go unanswered. And then some stranger is going to come up to me and be like, Sam, they think you're complimenting. Sam, you could be so much more, man. You're wasting your life. That's like saying you're not working hard enough and you could be something else, but you're a loser. So that sucks because we thought you'd be something else. That's what that is getting interpreted as. And it's insulting. Like, you could be so much more, Sam. Great. Give me a phone number to Brad Pitt and help me be so much more. It's annoying, guys. And I hear this all the frickin' time. You could be so much more, Sam. Look at you're wasting your life. Truck driver? What a loser. You could be so much more. Give me a number then. Let me call somebody that I could be so much more with. And they're always like, oh, well, you have to do that. We don't know anybody. Yeah, shut the fuck up. You don't know nobody. Sit down. So annoying. Anyways, so from being told that for a while now, I was delivering to this house over in Windermere. And Windermere, Florida is home of Shaquille O'Neal, Tiger Woods, heavy money. It's the freaking rich place of Florida, of Orlando at least, Windermere. Even going in there, like, you're double gated in. You got to go through one guard at a gate. You go through the neighborhood, you go through another guard at a gate. And these houses are multi-million-dollar mansions. And I had a delivery here. Let me see how much time is that. 21. Okay. I had a delivery at this house, and I go up. I ring the doorbell. A lady comes out. I don't know if she's Japanese, Korean, Chinese. Like, I don't know. I'm not, like, familiar with what they actually are. But she comes out and she's like, hello, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, I got 5 pallets for you. I was like, where do you want them? She's like, if I pay you extra, will you take them somewhere else? And, like, that's very tempting, but companies watch where you're at, GPS, like, in your trucks. Like, no. I was like, I'm sorry, I really can't, blah, blah. She's like, okay. She goes, we'll put them right in our garage. And I said, okay, we could put them in our garage. So she opens her garage door. Nothing has moved. Tons of toys from her kids, boxes, this and that. I was delivering 5 pallets of, like, nightstands. All right, so I knew, like, they must own a hotel or something. So it was a Monday where I just didn't care. So I go in the garage and I start helping her move all her stuff. I'm moving kids' toys. I'm moving bikes. I'm stacking boxes on the shelves, packing totes, putting them in the corner. I'm clearing out her garage with her. We're both working. We're quiet. No one's talking. We're both working. I'm making room. Everything going on in the house. And she comes over. She gives me keys. She gives me a key fob. She's like, can you please pull my Cadillac out of the driveway? Now, mind you, she already moved her Bentley. She had an SUV Bentley that she moved out of the driveway and parked it in the street. So now her Cadillac was in the driveway, a big suburban-like Cadillac, huge SUV. And I said, you want me to move your Cadillac? She's like, yeah, it's too big for me to drive. I was like, okay. Like, we're not supposed to, obviously. Like, okay. So I was like, I don't care. Sure, I'll move it. I'm a decent driver. Sure. We'll move a Cadillac. And I park on the side of the street. Come up, keep helping her move the garage. So I pull off one pallet, and I could tell we're just making small talk, and pull off the passport. And at the end, she's like, "Do you speak any other languages besides English?" I said, "No, like English is it." She's like, "You are so personable, and your English is so fluent. It's crazy to me." She's like, "Do you want to work for me and my husband?" It's like, first of all, I'm a union guy, I'm a truck driver all my life, 11 years now driving truck. And then like to pitch that, do you want to work for me and my husband? I don't know. Do you want like a Burger King? You want me to work and flip burgers? Like I don't know what you want. There was no backstory to this. So I chuckled and I was like, "What do you guys do?" And she's like, "All right." She goes, "We own a bunch of lake houses, vacation Airbnbs, real estate. We have all these properties." And she goes, "We need you to showcase them to either customers and clients or be recorded and showcase them." And I was like, "Oh, like that's kind of a collaboration. Like I'm kind of used to that. Like I think I could do this." And I was like, "Well, do you have a picture of like the Airbnbs and everything?" And she brought up a list, and one house that she had, one of their vacation houses, was a Monopoly themed house. Beautiful. Monopoly, like everything Monopoly. The bathroom is like a get out of jail free bathroom, toilet, big freaking, whatever is on Monopoly, big ironing board in the corner. It was just Monopoly themed. And she showed me another house. It was Jurassic Park. Everything dinosaurs. The walls were like murals of like jungles and dinosaurs and T-Rex, and she had a big T-Rex head coming out of the thing. And I'm like, wow, like these houses were like amazing. And I was like mind blown by this. And I was like, I could totally showcase these houses. I was like, I'll walk right in and I'll be like, "Guys, if you're looking for a vacation home, can you imagine bringing your kids here? Look at this." And as I'm saying this, like joking around, she's like clapping and jumping up and down. "Oh, yes. That's exactly, yes. And I'm like, oh, like she was digging what I was saying. I was like, yeah, like that's what I could totally do. And I was like, just let you know though, like I'm not good with like editing and movies and this and that. And I said like I can't really do all that. And she goes, no. She goes, "No worries." She goes, "We have a video team and we have a social media team. All you have to do is show up, have the camera follow you through a house, and they're gonna record you as you showcase the property." Hell yeah, I could do that. 100%. That's a collaboration, which I've already been doing after Big Brother, influencing, collaboration. Not that I'm a 24-hour influencer, but like I could do it. I mean, I've been trying. I think it's going pretty good. And I was like, just let you know, like I can only do this on like Sundays because Saturdays are for the family. She's like, "We'll work around your schedule, blah, blah." And I said, "Well, like how much is this paying?" And she goes, "Oh, well, we'll pay you after we like cut the video and edit it and blah, blah, blah." So I still have no idea what it's paying. And I tried asking and like she didn't say. It could be $50. It could be $100. I have no idea. But I told Melissa, I was like, "You know what?" After I talked about it with her, I said, I have to try it. Who knows if it'll take off? And for everyone that's saying, "Sam, you could be so much more," this would be my chance. Like this would be it. This could be my so much more chance. So I ended up thinking about it. I talked about it with Melissa. I told her that I'm only available Sunday afternoons. And we went ahead. What's up, buddy?
Why isn't it over?
Oh, we got 20 minutes left, bro. Is this still red? Is this still recording? Don't touch it.
Yes.
Still red? All right. Am I still in the frame?
Yes. I want to do a YouTube video now.
Afterwards. And what are you going to do a YouTube video about?
That's amazing.
What are you going to do? Flip a cup?
I threw it in the blue bin.
You're going to have to get that back out, buddy.
Yo,
So
I'm cutting this open.
So this could be my little chance. So I told her I could only do it Sunday afternoons. She's like, "Sure, we'll work around your schedule." She goes, "Talk about it with the wife. Let us know." So I talked about it with Melissa. Obviously, I'm like, you know what? She's not telling me a price. I got to try it. I got to try it. This could be $50. It could be $100. It could be $1,000. I have no idea. But I was like, you know what? I'll just do it one time, and I'll see what it pays. I'll see if it's worth my time. Maybe they won't even like me. But what if this were to work out, and this would be my chance that everyone keeps saying, "Sam, you're so much more. You could do so much more. You're wasting your life." This could be my chance to like get this done in reality. So I ended up texting her the next day, and 2 days. I had to get a little gap. You can't like text somebody immediately. So I gave it like 2 days, and I said, hey, I was like, I talked to the wife. I'm interested. Pencil me in. I'll be your spokesperson for your properties. And she goes, sounds great. She goes, we're going to start recording at the end of August. So I have no idea what it's going to come down to. It could be a good opportunity. It might not. Time will tell. So hang on. So the podcast separates this in 30-minute increments. So right now I stopped it at 28 minutes. So I'm gonna let it load, and then I'm gonna start recording again, probably on a different story, I guess. Sometimes it takes a while. I don't know. But this whole week, guys, I almost didn't even record my podcast. Because like you get in slumps where you can't fake it enough to make it. And that's why I think like big, hardcore actors, they turn to drugs. Because every day you are faking it. And I'm just catching a glimpse of that lifestyle. I'm catching a glimpse. So now to look at like Justin Bieber, you're in that spotlight day after day after day after day after day. Like, no wonder why they're like getting on drugs and stuff. Like, it makes sense to me. We're gonna start the second part here, so we got to bring it in. So hang on a second. Let me see what our next topic is. So no, okay. That's what we'll get. That's what we're going after. Here we go. So, the next thing that I want to go into is you have foods. A lot of these foods have dye in them, and the dye is very, very bad. That was at 7 o'clock. We're good. So, there are foods banned in other countries because of the ingredients they have. Doritos is banned in so many countries, it'd blow your mind. Google it. Fact check me. Doritos has like Red 40 in it, and Red 40 is a huge autism starter, ADHD starter, hyperactivity starter, all these big ingredients. Blue 1 and yellow 3 or yellow 5, huge problems with dye. Huge. And me and Melissa, about 3 weeks ago, the boys started being so bad. Like from their normal like boyhood, like joking around. Right, buddy? Excuse me. They're normal joking around, this and that. The boys, excuse me. The boys have gotten like really, really bad. Kicking, screaming, talking back, trying to hit you, trying to kick you. Where me and Melissa are like, this isn't our normal selves. Like there's something wrong. Something is bad here. What's going on? That's like what it came down to. Like, this is really, really weird. Why are they being so bad? And 3 weeks went by. Bad. We're dreading bedtime. They don't want to brush their teeth. They're sitting, they're fighting. And we're just like, why are they so bad? This is blowing our mind. Why are they so bad? And Melissa started listening to like parenting podcasts. I'm listening to parenting podcasts that she sends me. We're trying to figure out why the boys are so bad. Something's missing where they got bad in 3 weeks. So I'm racking my brain. And also dawned on me, I was like, wait a second. I was like, 3 weeks ago, we got a 200 count Walmart box of popsicles. 200 count. And the boys would wake up in the morning before we even woke up, and they'd be cutting popsicles open, 5, 10 at a time. They weren't even frozen yet, and they're drinking the juice out of the popsicles. And we didn't think much of it. We're like, whatever. Like, boys will be boys. Popsicle is a little treat for them. They're keeping them quiet, and we're sleeping. And me and Melissa couldn't figure out why the boys were still acting this way. And I'm racking my brain thinking, wait a second. We got this popsicle box. Let me look up what the ingredients in the popsicles. So I looked it up, and Red 40, Blue 1, Yellow 3 or Yellow 5. And I was like, whoa, Like, these are the big things they say to stay away from. This is hyperactivity. This is ADHD. This is autism. Like, all these ingredients. Call me crazy. I really don't care. Look it up for yourself. Google me. Google me. The Red 40, the dye. They say, like, blue Powerade, blue Gatorade, horrible for your system. These flavors are banned in other countries. Remember that. They're banned in any other country except America. So I told Melissa, I called her, and I was like, hey, the popsicle box, I was like, get rid of it. Like, throw it away. I was like, something's weird with popsicles. They have the dyes in them. Something's up with that. Make sure you shut that door, buddy. Oh, he's going to poop, and I have to wipe him. There he goes. So something is up, and I'm trying to figure this out. So she threw away the box, threw away all the popsicles, and I'm telling you, 2 days, they leveled right out. Leveled. The hyperactivity, the screaming, yelling, kicking, this, gone. Coincidental? No. I legit just tested it. It's very, very true. So if you're a parent, your kid's going nuts, watch the dyes in the food. The red 40, the blue 1, and the yellow 3 or 5, whatever it is. You'll see it. It's usually the last ingredient in there. Huge problem. Huge problem. And these things are banned in other countries because it's dangerous for their kids. And yet America just doesn't care. Just like fluoride. You ever look up fluoride on the internet? How bad it is for you? But yet, like, they say brush your teeth 3 times a day. And, like, your gums are the most precious thing to get influenced by flavors and different things. Don't touch it. Is it still red on the top? Don't touch it.
No, I'm looking at it.
Is it red? Do you see me?
Yeah.
Is it red on top?
Yeah.
All right. Checking out the video. Don't touch nothing. Go sit down.
I'm looking at it.
All right. Well, you got to be really, really quiet. No. Hey, get out. No, your game's too loud. Go ahead. Go sit on the couch. Go sit on the couch. Your game's too loud. So, there's a conspiracy theory about fluoride, and it's wild. That fluoride, literally broken down, it prevents you from thinking outside the box. It keeps you like, Emily, this good, I can't do anything else, blah, blah. Like, fluoride does that. And it's in all our toothpaste and a lot of foods, and it's in every single city drinking water. Fluoride. Toothpaste and drinking water. Any water you find, fluoride. But then everyone's saying, waters, drink it every day. 3 glasses, water. Water is healthy. But fluoride. Kill it. So,
Let me see.
So they say that fluoride prevents you from thinking outside the box. And then you think about, like, homeless people. You ever notice homeless people, like, they know what they're talking about? Like, conspiracy-wise, they're very confident what they're saying. They could explain a dollar bill to you with the third eye on the pyramid. You ever look at a dollar bill? The third eye on the pyramid? That's some satanic, demonic shit on a dollar bill. And homeless people will explain that to you. Homeless people don't brush their teeth, barely drink water. Why? Is it because they're not drinking fluoride? So they're thinking outside the box? I'm just saying. Think about it. Very little fluoride. You look up Fiji water, Sam's Club water, Walmart water, bottle. You look at the ingredients. Fluoride. But stuff's missing. It's very interesting. So, all right, now that we talked about that, we got a lot going on there. Spokesperson, popsicles, delete, live feeders, brainwashed. Oh, live feeders. All right, Big Brother, here we go. Big Brother related. Zach, you check it. Is it red still? All right, we're still recording. How many minutes is it on?
Do you think I want to download a game on my Switch?
Well, we can.
I do have a link account.
I don't know. Not right now.
Yes, I do. It's
Hey,
503.
how much time is it on right there?
0039 50.
So 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Said 20 minutes.
All right, Big Brother. Here we go. Big Brother related. We'll start it now. Do you realize how annoying it is to argue with live feeders? Hey, gotta be quiet. Because then they hear you humming. You can't hum. Yeah, you can't do that because we hear you. All right, so arguing with live feeders is mind-blowing to me because they legit think that they see everything, and you don't. And I legit commented on this before where I've said, like, all right, so live feeders, yeah, you hear what people are saying. You don't read emotion. You don't read body language. You don't read the times people walk away from you. You don't read the eye rolls. You don't see them talking to other people where you're conspiring against you, where you see it. Live feeders do not see everything. And I don't know what I can say to get this through their thick-minded skulls. You don't see everything. I've argued with live feeders before, and they're like, you don't know the game. I've seen more than you. Shut up. You have no idea what I'm talking about. No idea at all. And you're going to tell me, Sam, you don't know what you're talking about. And meanwhile, you're a 300-pound couch potato telling me I don't know what it's like to be in Big Brother. Do you realize how stupid you sound? And do you realize how stupid you are? But yet, you get that same live feeder online, and he'll get 100 of their comments, of their friends, of their subscribers, of their followers to be like, yeah, we know how much it is for live feeders. Do you? Or are you all just like jerking each other off, where you all think that you're on the same page? It is so annoying. It is so annoying. And like I legit waste time. And I'm a huge troll online, but there's times I get so irritated that I'm wasting my time. I cannot argue with a live feeder. They're so thick-skulled thinking that they've seen everything. You haven't. You have no idea. You didn't even know there was a camera in the bathroom. Oh, but you're a live feeder. You had no idea. You didn't even know that. And then you could say, Sam, take my season. Sam, Nicole was helping you and blah, blah, blah. Great. I'm sure she was. That's Big Brother. That's what people fall for, other people's emotions and personalities. And then you're going to be like, you don't know because we've seen everything. No, you haven't. Where are you on lockdowns? When we're all in the HOH room and they crank loud music in the HOH room, where are you? You're watching puppies on a screen is where you're at. You don't see everything. And if it gets so frustrating to me, the amount of people that are like, we're live feeders, we see more than you do. Shut up. You don't see nothing. Nothing. What? You see 50% of the game. You don't see the other half. You don't see nothing. So, all right. So that's what I said. Live feeders are brainwashed thinking they see everything because they have their little posse of people that all think the same thing. We are right. They're like those little seagulls on Nemo. What were they saying? Mine, 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 mine. That's what it is. So a live feeder posts something, and other little live feeders posse is like mine, 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 and they're all just like a bunch of like goofballs in the corner. Like could never make it on TV, never have the personality for TV, never are funny enough for TV, never could talk for TV, never are cool enough for TV, but they're all in the corner with their like 100 dorks saying mine, 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 mine. Let's argue with Sam because he doesn't know what he's talking about. This is the exact same thing. They're dorks. So that's why like I've tried to argue with these people, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm wasting my time. Because it's one person who was in the Big Brother house fighting with 100 people who weren't. You can't argue it. This is exactly how democracy works. You take Biden, and I could complain about Biden online, and I could have 100 of his supporters fight me on it, and I will look like the loser. Because majority rules. Same exact principle. So I've learned very quickly, don't argue with live feeders. A lot of them are just brainwashed goofballs. Cannot touch that. So so me and Melissa have watched 1 and 2 of Big Brother, season 24, episode 1, episode 2. Huh?
You cannot be on YouTube. This is not even a YouTube channel.
It might be. I'm gonna post it on there. What do you think about that? You gotta go
But
shower.
it has to
Go
be
with
a
mommy.
cool thing. It has to be like a game or something.
Sometimes.
If you want to be a YouTuber, you have to play games.
Okay, thank you. So, all right. So on the last show, Big Brother, did everyone notice when they walked into the house, they didn't have Big Brother bags at all? Where were their Big Brother bags? You know, little like has your toothpaste and toothbrush in there and like one outfit for the next day. No bags. They all walked in. No bagless. Remember, you walk in the house, you put your bag on a bed, you're like, this is my bed. This is where I'm sleeping. Where was that? No bags for season 24. You know, maybe it was also a season before that. I don't know. But I noticed that this past show, there was no bags. Now you're thinking about it, there were no bags. They didn't claim beds. They went right in. They went right out to a comp. I thought that was very, very peculiar. So, and I also noticed this, that there was no food. Where's all the food the first day? I remember walking into the house, and after we got all said and done, the fridge was loaded with food. The doors couldn't even shut. Like 2 watermelons in the fridge, water, fruits, snacks, turkey and hams, and everything. And then you go into the storage room. The counters loaded with fruits and vegetables and all sides, and the cabinets loaded with snacks all inside. Where was that? You saw them walk in. The fridge I saw in the one clip looked empty. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. And then the storage room didn't really seem that packed. Where was all the food? And then I also saw, like, when they were in the yard, remember, and I've said this before, it is so hot in the yard because it's California, so you get all that desert heat. And when you're standing in for a competition, so remember how I said there's 2 levels. So you're all here on the yard, the pool's covered up, you're all in the yard. There's right here is a balcony, goes around the house. Like, they started utilizing part of the balcony, but the other part of the balcony is all producers. You might have 20, 25 people up on this whole side wall. And when you're playing a cop, you could look up and see them, and some of them will be like laughing or smiling at you, and you're just like, because like they deal with this, like this is their job. So when they're all up there, and there's no sun shining in because they have to get the camera picture just right. So they can't have the sun shining in because you get blinded by people. So they put it's like a white tarp sheet across the whole yard. It hangs like that. You know, standing there, and like that sun beats on the white tarp. It is so hot there and muggy. And remember, my first outfit was like a full black button down with a red shirt underneath and jeans and boots. I was sweating my balls off. I'm standing and I could feel the sweat running down my butt cheeks, like onto my legs, like running. It was hot as balls. So like whenever I see these people going to this first comp, like on Big Brother, I'm always thinking to myself how hot it is. And I saw the one girl. I don't know her name because I don't really know names yet. Maybe it was Jasmine. Somebody was wearing a big flowery outfit. Now remember, just because you brought an outfit doesn't mean you're going to wear that for the first day. They will legit handpick an outfit for you. And they did that to me. So I had my outfit was like a gray shirt. I think it was in a lot of my pictures. And I thought I was going to wear that for opening day. They went out to Target or whatever, production, and they bought me a black chef-looking shirt with a baseball cap. And they were like, here, Sam, we need you to wear this for your opening day. And I put it on. I put the hat on. And I was like, I don't even wear hats. And I was like, listen, I can't wear a hat. And like, no, come on. It really, really looks good. And I was like, yo, like, no. Like, I'm going to look stupid. And Melissa even noticed that too. Because when I came out, when like Julie Chen introduced us, and I was wearing a black shirt, Melissa was like, I've never seen that shirt before. Like, what is that? And they picked it for me. So when I see these house guests coming in and they're wearing like weird clothing, I always wonder myself, are they wearing that because they brought that? Or was that something that production gave them to match the first camera frames? So like you'll see this, like orange and yellow and red and purple, like you need everything to be mismatched. So they're trying to mismatch so it looks good for the camera. So a lot of times you don't wear the same outfit that you thought you brought. So, I saw that. I put down here, I like Kyle. I like Kyle. Who's Kyle? Is Kyle the kid, the Mormon kid? Is that Kyle? I think it's Kyle. The Mormon kid. Babes, who's the Mormon kid? Is that Kyle? Because I like Kyle. You want me writing that down? I think that's the Mormon kid. Well, regardless, I like the Mormon kid. So that's probably got to be Kyle. So I noticed that. I noticed lots of house guests are from Florida. That was interesting. Why are they all from Florida? And I told Melissa this, it's probably because we're the most problematic. We're in a red state. We believe in the red state and believe that everything it has to offer is true. So you wonder if they picked a lot of house guests from Florida because we're going to be the most problematic. And whether you guys like it or not, you fight about bullying and crying and racism. Problematic shows sell. So it doesn't really matter what you think. Whatever gets the most viewers works. So you could have somebody tell their friends like, Big Brother this year, I'm not even watching it. It's so racist and bullying. And then 5 of their friends are like, well, I kind of want to watch this. Like, what was he talking about? Problematic seasons sell. Remember that. That's why you can have season 15, the racist season, Big Brother, huge views. My season for bullying, huge views. This season, huge views. All Stars, season 23, all the views are down. Look it up. All the views are down. Why? Because problematic seasons sell. If you're not problematic, season's not going to sell. So the other thing I thought of is, did you see Terrence's, the older guy? He's the older guy cast. Because you know how everybody fits a profile? So Terrence, the older guy, he's the bus driver. I told Melissa this. He couldn't just hop in a company bus. They legit, most likely, rented him a bus to drive. That's cool. Because they were going to have me in my truck, but they couldn't block out all the copyright verbiage and language. So they had to go ahead and rent me a different truck and trailer. $2,600 for the day CBS paid out for a rental of a truck and trailer for me to drive while they recorded me. And they whited out with tape all the words on all the equipment. So when I saw Terrence in the bus, I was like, he probably didn't need to drive for that company. Because, what are the chances? They probably had to rent a bus. This is kind of funny to me. So, the other one, what do I have? Flight attendant, second one. Oh, same thing with the flight attendant that was saying she's the flight attendant on the plane, blah, blah. I think she's the one that was like, maybe if I win the brother, it'll make me more richer than I am now. Little cocky and not coinciding. Cocky, confident, coinciding. That's not the word I'm looking for. Anyways, even that, I thought, did they rent her a plane? Because I don't know now. Everything is rented usually. It's usually not the place you work for. So she might work for Spirit Airlines, but they rent her a private charter and was like, she's a private flight attendant. Do we know that? Not really. Just like Cliff. Do you know, fun fact, Cliff, he was like an oil rigger guy, but he was like a salesman side, so he wasn't really necessarily on the rig. They took him to a historic museum site with an oil rig, and they had him pretending to hit levers and stuff with a hard hat on. And he called out something like all hands on deck or something, and he had to hit a lever, and they used that as if he was on the oil rig. That's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. They use that. So when I see her in the plane, is it the same thing? All right, guys, would you like some snacks? And it's just a bunch of producers sitting in the seats yes, get the footage. We'd like some peanuts. I thought that was funny. First DR take was blindfolded for press junket. That's very true. So I noticed that in this Big Brother show. I saw people in the Big Brother DR where they're interviewing, and you can tell the way they carry themselves, they've never been that DR. And that brought me right back to, there was a day when we were still in sequester in the hotel. It was called Press Junket Day. It was a fun day. You got taken around to do interviews, but wherever you went, you were blindfolded. And they would have these, like, it was almost like a bra. It had heavy sandbags around your eyes, and then it was a thing across your whole head. And you would ride in a golf cart, you'd feel the sun, right, hitting speed bumps in the CVS parking lot. And then you'd walk in, you'd put your hands on like a producer's shoulders. You'd walk in. They'd be like, all right, Sam, we're going to remove your blindfold. They'd open it, and you'd be like, there's Jonathan something. What's Jonathan's last name? The guy from Mean Girls. Jonathan Bennett! He was standing, and I'd be like, oh, Jonathan, what's up, man? He'd be like, hey, Sam, you ready to do this? We're going to record. And like, it was a cool feeling. The minute you're done your interview, blindfold, golf cart, speed bumps, hot sun. We were walking past other Big Brother house guests, and you'd hear snickering, like, and I remember I saw Kat the one day, because like, I went like this. I looked up, and I looked through my blindfolds, and I saw blonde hair, and I was like, who's that? And it was Kat. And I had no idea until when we were in the show. I was like, I saw you. I was trying to cheat you all the time in production. So, you are blindfolded all the time. And they take a lot of you for the press junket day. They put you in the DR. That's where I met with Jeff Schroeder. And we did our first interview on Facebook, I think it was. And they brought me in there blindfolded. I sat down, they opened it up, and I was like, you look familiar. And he's like, I'm Jeff Schroeder. And I was like, who are you? Because I didn't watch that far back in the seasons. And he told me, and we were going back and forth, ball busting. And like before the cameras start taping, it's a good, authentic moment with you and a past house guest. Like, they're like, bro, you have no idea what you're getting into. Get ready, man. And I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, bro. Like, you have no idea. It's gonna change your life forever. And you're like, what? And often they're like, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action, or whatever they say. And you're like, he's like, all right, I'm here with Sam Smith, house guest number 13, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, what's up? Doing the whole thing. That was a cool thing. The Elvis guy, the drummer guy, is that Daniel? I want to say. I think it's Daniel. Babes, can you come make sure that your phone's still recording? Because I don't want it to like stop when I have to restart. It should be. It should probably be like 50 minutes. Yep.
57.
All right, good. So we'll cue this up. We'll be done in an hour. Yeah, it'll be an hour long. So really quick, Elvis, the Daniel guy. He's talked about the hotel workouts. Did you guys hear that in the first show? He's like, yeah, I've been trying to work out in the hotel. That's because it's sequester. You don't have a phone. You don't have TV. You don't have anything. You have a Gideon's Bible, and they give you a little clock this big to show you what time it is. That's it. You wake up on your own. You go to sleep on your own. It's like they break you to get ready for the show. You're so ready to talk to people because you want to talk to people and engage with people because you miss that. And that's why when you go in the Big Brother house, you're talking to everybody. That's how it says. So we talking about hotel workouts. I get that. I was doing push-ups for no reason because you're so bored. You wake up in a hotel room, sit on the edge of your bed. That is sequester. Look out the window. Do nothing. That is sequester. No TV, no nothing. Like, it sucked. It sucked so bad. And then the last thing is, I said Pooch is pretty much the backstage, which is what David was. Remember, David was like, he was picked with the Mickey thing, and then he got the first chance out. Pooch, I felt like, was like that, but like seeing other twists and stuff, I think Pooch is a little different. So I kind of take that back in the notes. So regardless, I think that wraps it up for episode 9 of the Bozo Buzz. So we'll see if everything pans out. We'll see if this YouTube video works. For those listening on the podcast, if you want to see the YouTube video, I guess look up YouTube. I don't even know my username. Is it Sam Smith BB21? Is that my YouTube name? I think it's my YouTube name. So Sam Smith BB21. I'm going to post this video there for episode 9 of the Bozo Buzz. And it was a good show. I think it was a good show. All right, guys. See you next time. Bozo Buzz. Thanks for tuning in. See? Gotta close it out. Gotta wait for it to load. I don't know. I think this went well. Think it went well? I felt a little weird. I kept losing my train of thought. Because I see Zach or Melissa walking by or Bradley, and I'm just like, feels weird to me. I don't know. I felt a little weird. But maybe if I do a couple shows of this, maybe I'll get like more into it where I won't care anymore. I'll feel more at home. But until then, I guess that's it. So, I guess I'll turn this off.